What are you doing here?
What are you telling the boy?
Hey, I am not your boy.
She said you are.
This is a private conversation.
I don't see it.
What?
You seem quiet.
I mean, Wyatt's your friend, so
And
I'm not
you're
gonna,
my fiance. Say whatever you want.
Okay. It just seems kind of strange to me. You make this new friend. Obviously, he's a little smitten with you. You're telling him things about me, and now suddenly he and his mom show up, and there's this big controversy over whether he's actually a Spencer.
Okay,
I mean,
okay,
that's
wait. I see what you're saying, but this was not Wyatt's doing. It was mine.
Wait a minute. You set this up? I hope you could have warned me.
Well, I didn't want to put the idea of another Spencer in anybody's head.
Sure didn't mind putting it in Wyatt's head.
I didn't.
Okay, so this whole idea that he might be Bill Spencer's son, he just came up with that all on his own?
No, okay, it was me. I did it.
That's what
I
I'm
did
saying, Hope. I mean, what if it ends up not being true?
You told her to get an abortion?
She was a kid. She was younger than you are now.
Go away and let me talk to my son.
You were rebelling against your parents, working your way through design school. We hooked up. Now, all these years later, you walk into my lunch hour claiming to have my son in tow. What is this, a money grab? I mean, if that's what it is, just say so. I'm used to that. If you're pulling out the victim card, save it. It's a little late.
Liam, if you think that I am making a project of Wyatt, I'm not.
How did you meet him again?
In the woods in Big Bear when I was taking a walk. Look, the point is that Bill had your necklace made for you. And it turns out that the original was made for Bill by Wyatt's mom. Now that's a connection, even if there is nothing more to it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry if I took this too far.
No. I guess if it seems like I'm working really hard to resist the obvious, I think it's because once upon a time I wanted that. You know, a brother to play with and be my friend when my mom was off on her photo shoot, leaving me with the next nanny. It's like a dream that never got to come true. I could have used a brother then. Now, I don't even know what I would do with one.
I am not a victim.
So it's money.
This is my father. Really.
Yes.
I think you owe me an explanation, don't
Shut
you?
up! You wanted me dead. We don't owe you the time of day. Now, one of you had to have had something that the other one wanted, otherwise I wouldn't be here.
It's not complicated.
Didn't seem that way at the time.
It's like you and that girl Hope. Mom, I've never met anyone like her, you said. Well, that's exactly the way I felt. I was working at a jewelry counter at the mall, and in he walked saying that he wanted to buy something beautiful for the most beautiful girl in LA. I thought he was talking about a movie star. But no, he said. That would be you.
And what, you never heard a pickup line before?
It wasn't the words. I'd never been that close to that thing that they have. People like him, people like Hope. People who were born with everything. They don't have to try. They don't have to ask. It's as if they could just hold out their hand and whatever they wanted would drop right into it. It's so compelling the first time you see it. Baby, you can mistake it for charm. And you can mistake it for strength. And you can mistake it for love.
Just for the record, I didn't grow up with everything, not even close. Interesting, though, you would jump to that conclusion about me.
What can I say? You were a learning experience.
Why didn't I hear from you again?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was I supposed to say? I used your abortion money for first and last month's rent on a studio?
You tell me I had a son.
I had a son. You had a ticket back to New York.
Yeah, you could have called her and checked in or something.
Exactly.
But you failed to tell me that I even had a father all my life. Out there somewhere, just to see him, confront him.
What would that have accomplished?
The choice would have been mine. Whether I wanted him in my life or not, my father. And you robbed me of that. The right to choose.
That was so wrong.
I didn't want you affecting my son's life. I didn't want you to be this kind of man.
That wasn't your decision. And now here you are, my father, the Tooth Fairy, who put money underneath my pillow before I was even born, hoping that I wouldn't be.
You don't have to do anything if you and Wyatt are related. I just have this default belief that blood matters. I don't know why I think that. It never did me any good with Deacon.
No, I mean, yeah, maybe it does matter. And I feel more connected to my dad than anyone ever would have guessed, given the time we've spent together.
You don't have to know Wyatt, but you might want to.
Well, what about you? I mean, do you have to know him?
No, I don't have to. But if he's your brother, then I would like to.
Something is not right. My dad should be back by now.
Maybe the three of them went somewhere to talk.
Yeah, that sounds totally civilized and not at all like my dad.
Good point.
Listen, I'm gonna try to find out what's going on. Do you mind?
No, go ahead.
All right.
Why does the man refuse to drink any scotch that hasn't been aged since before World War II?
Because he accepts nothing less than the best.
Is exactly how he would put it.
And neither will I. And that's you.
Honey, I know you have a lot of questions.
Actually, no. No, even if I did, I mean, my chances of getting a straight answer out of you are pretty poor.
Hey, wait, where are you going? This isn't over.
Honey, I will tell you anything you want to know.
What gave you the right to lie to me every single day of my life about who I am and where I come from?
You're not the only one who's been blindsided here today.
Oh, what a crock. Oh, gee, Quinn, why didn't I hear from you? It didn't even occur to you to call her and say, hey, did you have a nice abortion? Everything go okay in there? You didn't want a kid. You didn't want the guilt. You didn't even want to know.
You're right. Okay? You're right. We were both in the wrong. You know, live a little longer. You may make a couple of mistakes yourself.
Sweet. But your dog ate your homework all the time, too.
Wyatt, wait. Honey, please. Don't drive away angry. Just stay here and talk to me. I promise you. I'll tell you anything you want to know. Wyatt, please. Wyatt, please.